Wolfspeed is a global leader in silicon carbide semiconductors. Formerly known as Cree, the company entered restructuring after an aggressive expansion left it carrying heavy debt. Chief Executive Officer Robert Furl is now steering the business. Through severe financial pressure, the company posted a major revenue miss alongside negative gross margins and a massive per-share loss. Amid these steep headwinds, a single bright spot emerged. Revenue from artificial intelligence data centers doubled year over year, offering a critical path forward. Total revenue for the fiscal fourth quarter landed at $149.6 million. While that hit the midpoint of management guidance, the non-GAAP adjusted loss widened to $2.26 per share. Non-GAAP gross margin came in at about negative 20%, heavily dragged down by low factory utilization. A sharp divergence in demand defined the quarter. The substrate materials business contracted sharply and automotive demand softened, yet artificial intelligence data center revenue provided relief, more than doubling year over year and rising 20% sequentially. Operational progress centers on ramping the Mohawk Valley 8-inch fabrication facility in New York. Still, ongoing cash burn and the urgent need for debt restructuring remain the central survival questions for the market. Wall Street analysts pressed executive management on key operational milestones during the question and answer session. Joshua Buhalter from TD Cowen asked when data center revenue would become meaningful and inquired about the trajectory to reach positive gross margins. Chief Executive Robert Furl explained that demand is being driven by the deployment of 800-volt architectures and higher voltage, solid-state transformers from the Mohawk Valley factory. Chief Financial Officer Gregor Van Isham added that gross margin neutrality depends primarily on volume growth to overcome the company's high fixed cost structure. Jed Dorsheimer from William Blair asked how refinancing their highest priority. First lien debt could reduce interest expenses, cut cash burn, and unencumber the business structure. Chief Financial Officer Gregor Van Isham stated that the first lien debt carries roughly 16% interest, and refinancing the $630 million outstanding would yield meaningful cash savings, noting that $32 million of operating cash was spent on interest during the quarter. Van Isham emphasized that management has no interest in splitting the materials and power divisions, as vertical integration drives core performance. Ekanch Temp, speaking on behalf of Joseph Cardoso at J.P. Morgan, asked about the trajectory for materials revenue after it hit $43 million and inquired when 200mm substrates would contribute more significantly. Chief Executive Robert Furl responded that major customers are currently transitioning from 6-inch to 8-inch materials while digesting existing inventory. Furl affirmed that as overall market demand grows, Wolfspeed is strongly positioned with leading 8-inch substrate quality to capture that transition. The fundamental narrative around silicon carbide is shifting. The core growth thesis is pivoting away from electric vehicles and toward powering massive artificial intelligence data centers. However, whether the company survives long enough to fully capitalize on this shift depends entirely on its ability to execute debt restructuring.